राम राम हरे हरे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरदुषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तरालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्येश्वरं। हरिः ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. So thank you all for joining in for the second session of Srila Prabhupada book study, which is perfect questions, perfect answers. So yesterday we, after the introduction, we started with the first chapter of this wonderful book, Perfect Questions, Perfect Answers. These are question answers between Mr. Bob Cohen and Guru Srila Prabhupada. So we see how Prabhupada is answering various questions of Mr. Bob Cohen that will help us apply the principles of Krishna consciousness in our life. So with that intention, we are reading each books of Srila Prabhupada. Every book of Srila Prabhupada actually has a potency to transform our lives towards a more Vedic way, towards a more Krishna conscious way, for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. That's how we need to transform our lives. Otherwise, we are not hearing simply for entertainment, that we hear for some time and then we do what we like. No. So we want to live by these principles, right? And yesterday Prabhupada was talking about how if we teach something which we don't know, right? That happens all the time in the material world, where we are posing to know something which we don't know, right? Or we are specifically saying some lies just because it will satisfy some personal interests, right? All that we keep doing, right? We were talking about the example of how a merchant or a shop owner tells that, oh, I'm not making any profit, I'm just giving this at a price which is incurring me loss, right? Is that true? Nobody will work hard and work for loss, right? Everybody is making profit. This is what people claim, right? So this cheating propensity is there within living entities, right? Only the Lord is beyond the four material defects that we're talking about, which is being an illusion, having imperfect senses, then having this tendency to commit mistakes and having this tendency to cheat, right? The Lord is beyond all of this, and his bona fide representative is also beyond all of this. That is why the books of Srila Prabhupada and the Vedic scriptures written by Vyasadeva, etc., right? They're all apaurushaya. That means they are beyond beyond the four defects, and hence we can accept them, have faith in them, and live our life according to those principles. All right, so let's continue with our reading. So Prabhupada is saying, I should not claim to teach more than what I know. That's what Mr. Bob Cohen is asking Prabhupada, and Prabhupada is saying, yes, that is cheating. If you claim to know something where we actually don't know, that means you're just doing mental speculation. You're trying to cheat others by saying something which is actually not the truth, or what you don't know the facts about. Yeah. All right. So we'll ask Leela Nandini Mataji. Please go ahead, Mataji. Shama Sundar Prabhu, what is he asking?
Yes, but I should not claim to teach more than I know.
Yeah, okay. So we'll do this thing, right? So Leela Nandini Mataji will be Bob, and I'll be Srila Prabhupada and someone else. Karpagavalli Mataji can be Shamsundar Prabhu. Okay?
Mataji,
So yes,
yes,
that is cheating.
In other words, he can't teach the truth with partial knowledge.
Yes, that is not possible for any human being. A human being has imperfect senses. So how can he teach perfect knowledge? Suppose you see the sun as a disk. You have no means to approach the sun. If you say that we can see the sun by telescope and this and that, they're also made by you, and you are imperfect. So how can your machine be perfect? Therefore, your knowledge of the sun is imperfect. So don't teach about the sun unless you have perfect knowledge. That is cheating.
But what about to teach that it is supposed that the sun is 93 million miles away?
As soon as you say it is supposed, it is not scientific.
But I think that almost all science then is not scientific.
That is the point.
All science is based on, suppositions of this or that.
Yes, they're teaching imperfectly. Just like they're advertising so much about the moon. Do you think their knowledge is perfect?
No.
Then?
What is the proper duty of the teacher in society? Let us say a science teacher. What?
You should simply teach about Krishna.
He should not teach about.
No, that will include everything. His aim should be to know Krishna.
Can a scientist teach the science of combining acid and alkaline and this kind of science with Krishna as its object?
How can it be?
When one studies science, one finds general tendencies of nature, and these general tendencies of nature point to a controlling force.
That I was explaining the other day. I asked one chemist whether, according to chemical formulas, hydrogen and oxygen linked together become water. Do they not?
It's true.
Now, there is a vast amount of water in the Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. What quantity of chemicals was required?
How much?
Yes, how many tons?
Many.
So who supplied it?
This was supplied by God.
Somebody must have supplied it.
Yes.
So that is science. You can teach like that.
Should one bother teaching that if you combine acid and alkaline, they form a neutral?
The same thing. There are so many effervescents. So who is performing it? Who is supplying the acid and alkaline?
So this comes from the same source as the water.
Yes. You cannot manufacture water unless you have hydrogen and oxygen. So here is a vast, not only this Atlantic or Pacific, there are millions of planets and there are millions of Atlantic and Pacific oceans. So who created this water with hydrogen and oxygen, and how was it supplied? That is our question. Somebody must have supplied it. Otherwise, how has it come into existence?
But should it also be taught how you make water and from hydrogen and oxygen? The procedure of burning them together, should this also be taught? That is, you burn hydrogen and oxygen together?
That is secondary. That is not very difficult. Just like Malati made this puri, so there is flour and there is ghee, and she made a puri. But unless there is ghee and flour, where is the chance of making a puri? In the Bhagavad Gita, there is this statement: water, earth, air, fire. They are my energies. What is your body? This external body, that is your energy. Do you know that? Your body is made out of your energy. For example, I'm eating.
Yes.
So I'm creating some energy, and therefore my body is maintained.
Oh, I see.
So therefore, your body is made out of your energy.
But when you eat the food, there is energy from the sun in the food.
So I'm giving an example. I'm creating some energy by digesting the food, and that is maintaining my body. If your energy supply is not proper, then your body becomes weak or unhealthy. Your body is made out of your own energy. Similarly, this gigantic cosmic body, the universe, is made of Krishna's energy. How can you deny it? As your body is made out of your energy, similarly, the universal body must be made by somebody's energy. That is Krishna.
I will have to think about it to follow that.
What is to follow? It is a fact. Your hair is growing daily. Why? Because you have some energy.
The energy I obtain from my food.
Somehow or the other, you have obtained that energy. And through that energy, your hair is growing. So, if your body is manufactured by your energy, similarly, the whole gigantic manifestation is made of God's energy. It is a fact. It is not your energy.
Yes. Oh, I see that.
Hare
And
Krishna.
just like aren't the planets in this universe the sun's energy, a product of sun's energy?
Yes, but who produced the sun? That is Krishna's energy. Because it is heat, and Krishna says, Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayuhu. Heat, that is my energy. The sun is the representative of the heating energy of Krishna. It is not your energy. You cannot say the sun is made by me, but somebody must have made it. And Krishna says that he did. So we believe Krishna. Therefore, we are Krishnaites.
Krishnites.
Yes, our knowledge is perfect. If I say that heat is the energy of Krishna, you cannot deny it because it is not your energy. In your body, there is some certain amount of heat. Similarly, heat is someone's energy. And who is that person? That is Krishna. Krishna says, yes, it is my energy. So my knowledge is perfect. Because I take the version of the greatest scientist, I am the greatest scientist. I may be a fool personally, but because I take knowledge from the greatest scientist, I am the greatest scientist. I have no difficulty.
Excuse me?
I have no difficulty in becoming the greatest scientist because I take the knowledge from the greatest scientist. This earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and ego, they are my 8 separated energies.
They are separated energies?
Yes, just like this milk. What is this milk? The separated energy of the cow. Is it not? It is the manifestation of the separated energy of the cow.
Is it like a byproduct?
Yes.
So what is the significance of this energies being separated from Krishna?
Separated means this is made out of the body of the cow, but it is not the cow. That is separation.
So this earth and all is made out of Krishna, but it is not Krishna?
It is not Krishna. Or you can say Krishna and not Krishna simultaneously. That is our philosophy. One and different. You cannot say that these things are different from Krishna because without Krishna, they have no existence. At the same time, you cannot say, then let me worship water. Why Krishna? The pantheists say that because everything is God, whatever we do is God worship. This is Mayavada philosophy, that because everything is made of God, therefore everything is God. But our philosophy is that everything is God, but also not God.
So what on earth is God? Is there anything on earth that is God?
Yes, because everything is made out of the energy of God. But that does not mean that by worshipping anything, you are worshipping God.
So what is on earth that is not Maya? It is?
Maya means energy.
It means energy?
Yes, Maya and another meaning is illusion. So foolish persons accept the energy as the energetic. That is Maya. Just like sunshine. Sunshine enters your room. Sunshine is the energy of the sun. But because the sunshine enters your room, you cannot say that the sun. Just Vaya. Okay,
So-
Karpagoli Mataji, continue, Bob. Yeah.
So if I built a statue of Krishna, is it not Krishna unless?
It is Krishna, but you have to know the process of understanding that it is Krishna. It is Krishna.
It is not just earth and mud?
No, earth has no separate existence without Krishna. Krishna says, my energy. You cannot separate the energy from the energetic. It is not possible. You cannot separate heat from fire, but fire is different from the heat, and heat is different from the fire. You're taking heat, that does not mean you're touching fire. Fire, in spite of emanating heat, keeps its identity. Similarly, although Krishna, by his different energies, is creating everything, he remains Krishna. The Mayavadi philosophers think that if Krishna is everything, then Krishna's separate identity is lost. That is material thinking. For example, by drinking this milk little by little, when I finish, there is no more milk. It has gone to my belly. Krishna is not like that. He is omnipotent. We are utilizing his energy continually. Still he is there, present. Just like a man begetting children unlimitedly, but the man is there. A crude example. It's not that because he's produced hundreds of children, he's finished. So similarly, God or Krishna, in spite of his unlimited number of children, is there. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Because he is the complete whole. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudarchate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Because he is the complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete balance. This is Krishna consciousness. Krishna is never finished. Krishna is so powerful, therefore he is all attractive. This is one side of the display of Krishna's energy. Similarly, he has unlimited energies. This study of Krishna's energy is only one side or a portion only. So in this way, if you go on studying Krishna, this is Krishna consciousness. It is not a bogus thing. Maybe, perhaps not. Absolutely, it is. So very, very wonderful subject matter, right? Prabhupada is talking about the difference between the energy and the energetic, right? Srila Prabhupada is actually talking about Achintya Abheda Bheda Tattva. Yeah. So, Achintya Abheda Bheda Tattva, right? Prabhupada also gives an example in Ishopanishad, right? Prabhupada writes in the purport how the fire and the sparks of the fire, right? The sparks of the fire are contained in the fire, but still we cannot say that the fire is equal to the spark of the fire, right? So this is Achintya Abheda Bheda Tattva. That means simultaneous oneness and difference, right? Krishna also tells in Bhagavad Gita, right? All of the wonderful, glorious things that you see in this material nature, they are but a spark of my splendor. So without Krishna's energy, which is Maya, right? All these material nature cannot display these wonderful, glorious things. But at the same time, we cannot say, Krishna says, I am the taste of water. Then Krishna says, I am the smell of ether. Right? All of these things are energies of Krishna. And Prabhupada is talking about how they are the separated energies. Separated energies means they cannot exist without the origin. Like, for example, the water cannot exist without Krishna. Ether cannot exist without Krishna because they are the energies of Krishna. But Krishna can exist irrespective of all these. Even if all of these get annihilated, Krishna still exists. Because Krishna is the energetic, and all of these material nature are all energies of the Lord. The jivas also, we are also energies of the Lord. But we may not exist at any particular point in time. But that does not mean that that Krishna also gets annihilated. No. Krishna is Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudarchate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. That means Krishna is Purnam. Krishna is a complete whole. Right? And there are so many emanations or creations from the Lord. But that does not mean that the Lord, just like when Prabhupada gives example here, I drink milk and then the glass and the milk is empty. That does not happen like that in the spiritual context. Because Krishna is a complete whole, all the emanations from Krishna, the material world, the spiritual world, all the creations have been done by the Lord using his various energies. But Krishna still remains a complete whole. All the manifestations, all the creations are also complete, and Lord Krishna also remains the complete whole. Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. All the creations are also complete, and the Lord is also complete, and what remains is also complete. And that is why it is all Purnam, it's all complete. And then Shyamsundar Prabhu asks, and the study itself is never finished? How? No, how can it be? Krishna has unlimited energy. Krishna has unlimited energy, right? Krishna, we saw in the previous session the three kinds of energies of the Lord: Bahiranga Shakti, Antaranga Shakti, and Tatastha Shakti. We are part of the Tatastha Shakti of the Lord. So it is necessary. Is it necessary that we need to serve the Lord? Yes, we need to serve the Lord. Is it going to affect the Lord if we stop our service? No, it is not going to affect the Lord. Lord has multifarious energies which are automatically working for the pleasure of the Lord. So it is not going to affect the Lord if we stop our service. Whom is it going to affect? It is going to affect us. It is going to affect our advancement in Krishna consciousness. It is going to delay our return back home, back to Godhead. So when we perform devotional service, we are not performing it for the benefit of the Lord. Right? Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevya Manam. Millions and kotis of Lakshmis are always serving the Lord. And what are we doing when we are actually serving the Lord? We are benefiting ourselves. We are purifying ourselves. So that is the intent. And that is the mode in which we need to serve the Lord. Oh Lord, you are served by millions and millions of Lakshmis. However, I am very grateful to you that by the mercy of the Guru Parampara, the mercy of Guru and Gauranga, by the mercy of my spiritual master, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, I am getting an opportunity to serve you. You have personally manifested in this material form, in this Archa Vigraha form, to accept our service. Right? And accept our service of Arati, accept our service of Abhishek, accept our service of Boga. In this way, you are being very merciful and merciful to us by giving us this opportunity. And we have to take advantage of this opportunity to perform our best for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. So that is in essence the subject matter of the second chapter. So now we will, first chapter. So now tomorrow we will go on to the second chapter, which is about Varnashrama Dharma, where Mr. Bob Cohen is going to question Srila Prabhupada about the Varnashrama system, how the Varnashrama system will enable us to evolve from our current position and help us advance in bhakti. So that will be our tomorrow's session. Let's see who all we have today, and then we'll quickly do Harinam Sankirtan and end our session. Okay, so we have our regular participants who join us every day, encouraging us to perform this most wonderful activity of studying Srila Prabhupada's books. We have Karpagavali Mataji, we have Sridhar Prabhu, we have Deval Mataji joining us after a long time. Rituparna Mataji also joining us after a long time. Jyotsna Mataji is joining us, our everyday encouraging factor, asking a lot of questions and enthusiastic devotee. Pallavi Mataji joining us every day, morning and evening. Thank you. Sarva Gopeshwari Mataji, yes, very regular. Thank you very much. And all the devotees also who are not switching on your cameras for any reason, thank you very much for joining in for Srila Prabhupada book study session. Vancha kalpatarobhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Aschathyadi Shatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nitya Nanda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Jaya Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Sudarshan, Jaya Balagopal, 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 Jaya Radha, Krishna Chandra Radha, Krishna Chandra Radhe Radhe, Jaya Radha, Madhav Radha, Madhav Radhe Radhe, Jaya Radha, Shama Sundar Radha, Shama Sundar Radha, Shama Sundar, Shri Radhe, Jaya Radha, Rasa Bihari Radha, Rasa Bihari Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe, Jaya Guru Parampara, Jaya Guru Parampara, Jaya Guru Parampara, Jaya Guru Parampara, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Gurudev, Gurudev, Nitai, Gaura Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Anant Koji Vaishnava Vrind ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. So everyone can unmute themselves now. If anyone has any questions, queries, or anyone wants to share any realizations, we may do that now. Otherwise, we can end the session now. Hare Krishna, Dhanad Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anything from anyone? Yes, Karpagavali Mataji.
Mataji, this doubt is a demon in our mind. And everybody, these people are coming with the doubts. No? Just like the Bob, he's asking so many questions. This Bob is people around us also, even our children itself, they will ask some doubts and all. No, we have to have some knowledge. Prabhupada having read many books and read many scriptures, and he's having that knowledge. We all have to, myself have to read more and more to gain knowledge. That's why we're listening to your lectures and sessions and all. We have the knowledge to answer them, Mataji. We have to fight again. We have to anything against our Krishna, anything that we have to fight and we have to talk like that. I am not having that courage to talk. Krishna must only give me that courage to talk and give them the correct answer to them. Like that, Bob, so many Bobs are around us.
Correct. So that is why we are studying Prabhupada's books, right? So that, see, what we are studying Prabhupada's books, we are actually studying scriptures which can be applied in our life, right? That's what Prabhupada has given us. What is Prabhupada's purports? Prabhupada's purports are, how can the Vedic scriptures be applied in our day-to-day life? And as the more we read Prabhupada's books, we will have answers to all the questions, right? I was hearing Gaurang Prabhu, he was saying, only devotees can ask at the end of the session. Anyone has any question, right? Nobody can claim that I have the answers to all the questions. But why are we saying? We are equipped to say that. Why? Because we have answers in all Prabhupada's books. We have answers to all the questions. If you've read Prabhupada's books, or even if you don't know the answer now, we can refer to Prabhupada's books and answer. Anybody, anytime later. Or we can consult with our senior devotees, who have read it. And then in this way, we can answer the questions. See, we are not sentimentalists, right? So we are not sentimentalists. We just believe that, we have to get up in the morning, we have to pray to the Lord, we have to offer obeisances, right? Prabhupada gives the why of everything, right? We need to understand why we are doing what we are doing, and then we are more convinced, and then we are more determined in our spiritual practices. So that's why it is Janma Sartikari Kara Paropakar, right? We are very interested to do Paropakar, but before that, what we have to do? We have to read Prabhupada's books so scrutinizingly that we are able to do Paropakar. So Janma Sartakari, perfect our lives, and then help others perfect their lives. So that is our duty. We are all soldiers in Prabhupada's army. Yes, so that is our duty, to study Prabhupada's books and give this knowledge to others, so that others also benefit by transforming their lives. All right, Mataji?
Thank you, Mataji.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dhanad pranams to all the devotees. Hare Krishna. We'll meet tomorrow, 6 p.m. for our continuing with chapter number 3. chapter number 2 of Prabhupada's